All right, so for this lesson, we are going to take a look at two-step equations and how we solve these equations. So our goal by the end of this video or by the end of this lesson is we want to be able to say I can solve a two-step equation by using inverse operations. All right, so let's go ahead and take a look at our next slide. So what is a two-step equation? It's an equation that requires two operations to solve for the variable. So here's a couple examples. That's not what I wanted. So for example, I gotta click that. This requires two steps to solve, and this would also require two steps to solve. So we're gonna do a bunch of these examples, but those are what two-step equations look like. So let's go ahead and look at our steps to solve two-step equations. Now, be careful when you look at these steps. There is going to be kind of a warning right here. But what we're going to do is our goal is to isolate the variable. First, we want to undo this addition or subtraction. After that has been completed, we then want to undo the multiplication or division. That's typically how it's done, not always, because there are some cases like this when you have to, where the steps are going to have to be switched, and the addition or subtraction is going to be inside of a fraction. So for example, in this example, notice there's a subtraction, but it is in the numerator of a fraction. If you ever get a subtraction or an addition that is inside a fraction like this, you're actually going to have to flip those steps, and you're going to have to multiply first and then do your add or subtract. So let's look at through some examples to see exactly what I mean. So first off, we have 2x minus 7 equals 16. This is just a straightforward, simple two-step equation. So we're going to go ahead and get rid or undo the subtraction by adding 7. And remember, if you want to draw a line here, you can. It's not necessary. Whatever you do to one side must be done to the other side. So if I add 7 here, I have to add 7 there. Negative 7 plus 7 goes away. I'm left with 2x equals 16 plus 7 is 23. Okay, now it's one step left, and we're going to go ahead and divide both sides by 2. And we get x equals 23 divided by 2 will give me 11.5. Or if you want to write it as just 23 halves, that's also okay. I would accept either one of those answers. So we added first, and then we divided in this one. Okay, next. Once again, this is a straightforward one. So we're going to minus 8 from both sides. 8 minus 8 turns into a 0. So I'm just left with 5x on the left side of the equal sign. On the right side, 28 minus 8 is 20. Now I'm just left with one more step to go. And we're going to go ahead and divide both sides by 5. And we end up with an x equals 4 for our final answer. Now we can double check these like we did in our last video. Let's take this and plug it in right here and see if it works. So it is 5 times 4 plus 8 equal 28. Well, 5 times 4 is 20, and 20 plus 8 is 28. So yes, we have ourselves a correct answer. Okay, 1 equals x divided by 3 minus 5. So we're going to go ahead and, let's see, we're going to go ahead and add 5 to both sides. Those cancel out, and you're left with 6 equals x divided by 3. Okay, and the inverse of division is multiplication. So we're going to multiply both sides by 3. And we get 18 equals x for my final answer. And I can plug it back in here. 18 divided by 3 is 6. And so 18 divided by 3, which is 6, minus 5, does equal my 1. So that works. Okay, Now this is one of those that I was trying to point out earlier that might be slightly different. Okay, notice we do have an addition or subtraction, but it's in the numerator of this whole, what I would call the fraction. So I cannot subtract 6 first. Okay, that is not going to work. So we first, let's see, I'm trying to find my eraser. There it is. We are first going to do the opposite of division, which is multiplication. So we're going to first times both sides by 3 on this one. So remember, if you ever have this inside the numerator of a fraction, we're going to have to multiply first. Those cancel each other out, or they're just a 1. And we're left with x plus 6 equals 5 times 3 is 15. And now we're going to go ahead and do our last step, which is minus 6 from both sides. And I get x equals 9. Let's double check. Okay, we'll come over here. 9 plus 6 over 3. 9 plus 6 is 15. So 15 divided by 3 is 5. So that is correct. Our solution would be x equals 9. Okay, so this was two-step equations. Hopefully you are a little bit closer to saying I can solve a two-step equation by using inverse operations. By the time you're done with the assignment, you should be an expert with this. If you have any questions, make sure you reach out.